Most agents' expired marketing campaigns are either boring, generic, or let's face it, non-existent. If your expired marketing campaign is one of those things, then this video is for you. Go up to any expired listing and they are all receiving the same things, the same phone calls, the same text messages, the same mailers from agents, all saying the same generic things like, my marketing plan is better and I actually care about my clients. A bunch of other messages like that that ultimately sound and look the same to every seller. It's like being another bag of potato chips on the crowded potato chip aisle. All the chips basically look the same. And you know what? Kudos to the agents who are working those expireds and who are getting those marketing materials out or those calls made or those mailers sent. They're already doing more than many of the agents out there. But motivated sellers who still need to get their home sold, they don't know who to trust and they don't know whose marketing noise they should be listening to. What would it actually take to be able to create messaging to these expired listings that actually stands out so that you get noticed? Or better yet, how can we help you get noticed without it taking your entire week to customize individual pieces for these sellers? But imagine if every single expired listing received mail from you that was customized specifically for them. And I'm not just talking mail merge fields that has their name. What if the actual data in the letter, the amount of time that they spent on market, the number of price reductions that they did, the homes that they're currently competing with on the market, other listings like theirs that also expired, helping them feel like A, they're not alone. B, you actually spent time researching the real problem about their home and why it didn't sell in the market in the comps. What if you could truly deliver customized mailers to every single expired listing like that without it taking your entire week? With the new system that we have built with Claude, you can do just that. I've designed an expired listing mailer campaign that is going to look at each individual listing and craft customized messages in your voice and in your brand to these homeowners so that they can feel like you paid attention to their home, you care about them, and you truly look and sound different than all of the other agents who are calling and texting and emailing them pieces because yours were customized specifically for them and designed to look like you spent time reviewing and running the comms and taking a look at why their home didn't sell. And the best part is we've automated almost all of it with Claude. Now, the entire workflow has three very important components, all of which I'm giving you access to in this video. Check the video description, and right at the top, I have a link to a Google Drive folder. And in that Google Drive folder are three very important assets that you're going to need. The first piece, which is probably the most important for you to follow if you really want to implement this strategy, is the install guide. The install guide is going to walk you through step by step in the correct order. What do you need to do inside of Claude? How do you need to get your skill installed? What kind of connectors do you need? It's going to literally give you a step-by-step walkthrough of do this first, do this second, do this third, so that you get these beautiful branded letters that are ready to be sent at the end. The skill. Don't worry, the guide is going to show you how to install the skill, but the skill is basically a series of preset instructions that we're telling Claude to follow. When we give it the expired and market data, it's going to know how to structure the letters, how to organize the spreadsheet, and how to make sure that everyone stays on the right mailer at the right time. The second is a workbook. The workbook is sort of the brain for the individual expireds that you are targeting. It allows you to track everyone that's currently on your mailing campaign, which mailer that they're on, and allows you to remove people if you want to have them removed. The best part is the spreadsheet is ultimately updated by Claude. You don't have to usually go in and make edits unless you want to manually remove somebody. Claude is going to go through and automatically remove the listings that you don't want to target. And if it notices a home getting relisted, it's going to remove those from your mailer campaign automatically as well. Now, I openly admit there's a lot of layers there and there's a lot of moving parts. So I want to give you a couple of cool features and a couple of high level overview things for you to be aware of that the system is designed to do. First, when you go through the install guide, it's going to give you choices of, hey, what kind of expired listings do you want to target? We don't recommend that you try targeting every single expired listing in the entire state or the entire county. Maybe you want to narrow it down a little bit by area or by price range or by property type. So the install guide will help you think about how you need to set up your search in the MLS. It's quite easy. Once you have that search set up, you're going to save that search in the MLS so that you can re-reference it on future weeks. And then you're just going to export that and give that entire list of all of your MLS data for the past 6 months, all of the actives, all of the pendings, all of the closed, all of the expireds for the past 6 months. We're going to upload that to Claude. Claude will filter through and get rid of the expired listings that we don't want to target. Maybe they're vacant, maybe they're builders, maybe they're institutional, maybe they're owner agents. The skill that we have designed is going to help you filter out the listings that you don't want to target with your expired campaign. Then using the workbook is going to put all of the people who need to receive a letter onto the workbook for you. Now, depending on your MLS export, it may need to ask you some specific pieces of information about individual homes. It might come back to you and say, hey, this home at 123 Banana Street, the MLS export didn't have the homeowner's name. Can you get that for me? And once you give it the homeowner's name, it'll update the spreadsheet for you. The way this campaign is designed is that each expired listing is going to receive 3 mail pieces. The first mail piece is kind of an empathy. Wow, I feel so bad. I'm sorry that your listing expired. That must have been a miserable experience. I see some data here that I want to share with you. On my next letter, I'm going to send you some more information about the market and the comps. The second letter takes a look at their listing compared to some of the other homes that successfully sold that are similar to theirs, some other homes that are similar that are currently on the market that are kind of like theirs, and other listings that are like theirs that expired just like them, so that they can see what's working, what's not working. It's kind of a mini CMA that they're going to receive in that second letter. And then a third letter that is a little bit more of a call to action. Hey, I hope I've done enough to earn your interest and would love to schedule an appointment to talk to you about what we do to help you sell your home. So it's going to give you a preview. It's going to pick one of the homes on your list and say, hey, this is what all 3 letter pieces are going to look like. And you have the option to tweak them and say, well, I don't like that wording, or I would like to change that. But you're going to keep on going back and forth with Claude until you have your 3 letters locked in, kind of worded and phrased the way that you want them to be, but with your actual MLS market data contained in the letters. Very powerful. Once you have your 3 letter templates locked in, you can say, okay, great, I'm ready to go. And it will give you one PDF to print with all of the letters that need to go out today. You don't need to individually create each letter. It'll go into your spreadsheet. It'll say, okay, you've got 17 homeowners who are supposed to receive letter number 1 today. Let me go ahead and give you a PDF for all 17 of them. And then you print them, stuff them in envelopes, and send them out. The best part is that next week, you're just going to go into your MLS. You're going to run that same saved search. You're going to export the same 6 months of history. You're going to upload that back to Claude. It's going to look for any of the homes that were already on your list and say, oh, 3 of those 17 got relisted. Let's take them off of your list. So now when it goes to create the next batch of mailers, it's not going to make a mailer for those people who were automatically removed from your campaign. Then on week 2, after Claude is finished analyzing your MLS export, it's going to update your Excel spreadsheet. Say, okay, these homeowners, there were 17 on week 1, 3 of them got relisted and I've removed them from your list. You now have 14 people who are going to receive letter number 2. And then maybe you have 10 new people who are going to be receiving letter number 1. And it's going to give you one PDF for all the week 1 letters and all the week 2 letters. Just one PDF, print them, stuff them in envelopes, and they're ready to go. And then, of course, that pattern continues when you get to week 3. Now, we've also included what I consider to be a highly awesome upgrade on this campaign, and that is using Claude Design. Claude can write these letters quite beautifully and can format them pretty well. But if you really want these letters to be a wow, you want it to have your photo in it, you want it to have your logo in it, you want it to follow your brand design and colors and fonts, and really take it to the next level in terms of the cosmetics of these letters, you're going to actually want Claude Design to create these letters for you. And it's really easy to get Claude Design to make the letters while Claude is going to handle some of the brain. It's really easy to get Claude Design to create these more beautiful higher end letters for you if you have built your Claude Design system. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I highly recommend that you go back and watch our previous video about how to set up Claude Design. Once you have your design system created in Claude Design, it's actually really, really easy. And we include the instructions in the install guide on how to get Claude Design to be the one creating your letters rather than regular Claude. But if that sounds complicated and confusing and you have no idea what I'm talking about, you don't need the Claude Design part, and regular Claude can also make these letters quite fantastic. Lastly, once you're done setting up this campaign, you might decide that you want to add additional letters, additional pieces, additional marketing materials that these homeowners are going to continue to receive. It's not that difficult to continue to build on this skill once you get the initial part of it set up. But my strong recommendation is just take action. Get rolling on these initial 3 letters. If you want to build a campaign that sends them 17 pieces over the course of 6 months, I think that sounds awesome. This will lay the foundation to help you get all of that organized and make sure that you always know who's supposed to be getting which letter on which day, when, who needs to be removed from the campaign. The foundation for the automation is incredibly well structured and designed, in my very humble opinion. So give it a shot, take action. Don't wait until it's perfect. Get your first letters out, get them sent, and I can't wait to start hearing about your results. Please jump back on here and share in the comments. If you get some calls, if you get some appointments off of this campaign, we all absolutely want to hear about it. If you found this system helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, or sharing with a friend and continuing to watch our other content. We always appreciate your comments and questions. So if there's something that you're getting stuck on, please feel free to come in here, comment, send us a message and say, hey, I'm trying to get this implemented, but here's where I'm stuck. We're happy to help. Thank you again so much for watching.